here's just some more images and pictures and stuff of the fender itself. As you can see, structurally it's basically perfect. It is WR blue, but I think the car was like outside for a long time, so the paint was faded by the sun. But otherwise, structurally perfect, no dents or anything.
This bout racing. Project E. Finally, you show yourself. That's an FD. What's that? It ain't 6.
What's going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. Okay, so today I decided, because the car is like starting to look better in other areas, I'm becoming a little bit impatient with this rear left door. So while I'm busy waiting for due process to run its course with regards to things like insurance and whatnot, I'm gonna try and at least pop out the dents, because that is only, it's not like, the meat of the damage, because there's still the scratches and the bends in the metal and all that stuff, but at least maybe I can pop out that dent. So I'm gonna see what all, if anything, I can do. I'm gonna start by maybe opening up these door cards here on the inside to see if, once that's removed, if I can get any access to maybe putting something in to pop open those dents. Okay, continuing in the list of firsts, things that I've done for the first time ever. The door card has now been removed. Just like the videos showed, now that I've done it, I can realize that, okay, yeah, I guess it wasn't that difficult actually. Just a couple of clips that you have to loosen, and 2 screws literally, and a plug over there. Can you see my finger? Yeah. Over there for the electric windows, and that's it. The speaker doesn't have to be removed, it stays with the door. At least now I know where to access it whenever I'll be upgrading my sound or anything like that. And it's nice to know that I can actually leave it like this for as long as I want, because I don't normally have passengers in the car anyway, so, and maybe take my time with this project. But yeah, the door card is off. So, sometime last year, a member of the Subaru community, Sean, gave me this model of a GC8. And, every time I look at it, it actually reminds me of how much I used to love this car. There was a time when, early in my discovery of Subarus, of course, I was introduced through the blob eye when I saw it on a car magazine article, the STI. And then, as time went on, I discovered more and more of the models and everything like that. And I discovered the GC8, which in this country I believe was called the Subaru Impreza GT. Came out around about 1998 and 1999 to 2000. And I actually quite liked it. I liked its similarities in appearance with the Toyota Corolla, especially the 89 and 90 models that people affectionately know them as the Kentucky Rounders. Incidentally, I actually owned one. It was my first car, and I did buy an aftermarket GC8 front bumper for it. Well, a GC8 lookalike front bumper for it that fit on that car. Because it was after I'd already discovered Subarus and all that stuff. So yeah, it was. I just had a look at this, and it kind of reminded me of how cool GC8s are, and it would be. I think it's now on the vision board as well. I mean, as you guys probably know, the pinnacle dream car that I would like to get, in addition to having Zangetsu, is the 2012 wide body Subaru Impreza WRX STI, and make that a daily while Zangetsu continues to be a project. It would be nice to have this as the third sort of Subaru in the trifecta. There are a lot of people who their dream is maybe to collect every Subaru Impreza there ever was, or whatever the case is. I guess with me, I would settle for just having just my favorite ones, the GC8, the blob eye, and the wide body STI. That would be pretty cool. So, one of the pet peeves I have always had about my car. Every time I clean my headlights, this happens. You see how starkly different they are? Like, the left one looks practically brand new now that it's clean. And this one does look better, believe it or not. It's just that this one looks so good that this one looks like nothing actually happened. And I think that's because I probably need to open the headlight and clean the other side as well, because I think this is the main part of it that's like very sort of yellowed. So yeah. Okay, so welcome to my excavation site, I guess. So we've got a light set up inside the frame of the door. In case you couldn't tell, I'm just gonna back up a little bit to give you some context and reference. I'm in the back seat, and so I shoved this light in there so that I can see this marking that I made in order for me to aim. And what I'm trying to do is I put the butt of this screwdriver there, and then I whack it with this mallet. So yeah, it's like, guerrilla panel beating, I guess. I'm just, it's an experiment at this point. I just want to see if it's going to make any difference on the outside. Okay, so we've made a little bit of progress. We've managed to knock back the main sort of like dent portion that was like receded into the door. Now we're just left with like some of the remaining creases that need to be popped out. Like this one is proving to be particularly stubborn. This one we have an issue with access because it's behind the more solid second layer of the door. So I'm still trying to figure out if it's a worthwhile exercise to figure out how to remove that second layer, because I do think it does look like it could be detachable, but it may mean running into complications like the mechanism for the window and stuff like that, because that is bolted onto that second layer. So I'm still trying to think about that one as to whether it will be a worthwhile exercise to actually pursue, because I could just wait until I can save some money to get another door, but this is a fun project, like in the meantime, just something to experiment with, to see what we can learn with regards to panel beating and bodywork in particular. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the progress I've made. You can't see much difference, but now I'm just basically left with this dent, that dent, and so here there's a beam that sits just behind this layer of the door that the door got pushed against. So I don't know if maybe trying to get this area more out will get the rest of the door away from that beam or not. I'm not sure. This is going to be a very, very slow process, I think.
Cool. Hey yo, what's up? Giddy Woody Mlauzi here.
Z the Entertainer.
Yo, what's up? Clarence Proctor. Aiden Ho.
And I'm Amo. Catch us live at the Four Ways Comedy Club every Thursdays and Saturday from 8 p.m. Hope to see y'all guys over there, man. Peace out.
Right, the lighting's bad, so you
Yeah, that sounds like. Oh, and I can go like, oh, okay, that actually works.
So anyway, the lighting.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys had fun with all the random entertainment clips that I tried to incorporate into the video outside of the main topic. I'm sorry that we didn't have a conclusive, successful result, but there is incremental progress being done. I guess it's sort of like, it's the epitome of a car being a project, I suppose, unless that's just me justifying not having the funds to do this properly. But in any case, I do appreciate the fact that you watched in any case. And as usual, my name is Weletu Mahlangu, and if you did enjoy this video, please click on the thumbs up icon to leave us a like. And if you'd like to see more from Project Zangetsu, please go ahead and click subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you are notified each and every time I drop new content on this here channel. As usual, people, take care of each other, stay awesome, and keep the dream alive. Peace.
I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once.